What's up, everybody, and welcome back to All the Things Harry Potter, the chapter-by-chapter reread of the Harry Potter series with a popcorn bucket full of craft brew on the side. I'm Nate.
I'm Jade.
I'm Aaron.
And this week, instead of a chapter, it is movie night.
Yay!
So Aaron came over, and we just finished watching Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, buddy.
And binging on some snacks. It was pretty good.
Yeah. We finally went to Pete's. We got... What all did you grab, Jade? You had like a fucking haul.
Yeah, I had chocolate wands, chocolate frogs, little chocolate creatures? I don't know. They were little squares that had creatures on them.
They had stickers in them.
Yeah. And...
I've also never had a chocolate frog, so I was excited to get my first, like, wizard card.
And we had gummy slugs, which was relevant, and some other gummy treats as well.
I had a Crookshanks.
Yeah.
Or Crookshanks. Maybe that was its name. I don't know.
Oh, and we also had Birdie Bots beans.
Good Birdie Bots beans, though. Not bad.
The Jelly Belly ones.
Yeah, I approved. They were good.
All I know is... So the movie came out in 2002. I believe that would have made me 11. I can't do math right now. Anyway, roughly 11-year-old me would have been super fucking happy with what I ate tonight while watching that movie. There was chocolate, there was popcorn, there was beans that tasted like popcorn, and I ate a chocolate wand. So, Voldemort's chocolate wand, to be precise.
Yeah.
It was not dark chocolate, which I think we all agreed, huge miss.
Yeah, they totally could have won there. And we were drinking.
Also, as kids, we probably would have been happy with that. Harry Potter in a bottle? Fuck yeah.
11-year-old me? Yeah, I was already drinking. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'd been drinking for years at that point.
Well, and we are coming to everyone from our brand new podcast setup in the basement. We have moved over a little bit. And
Moving on up.
On couches now.
It's very comfortable. Not to say the previous setup was uncomfortable, but I have my feet kicked up right now, and I am sitting laid back in a cushy love seat that folds out into a bed if I need it to.
Yeah.
And this is nice. This is relaxing.
You never know when you're going to have to podcast laying down, so now we have that eventuality covered.
The next live podcast you guys do, can I just be laying down in the background?
Yeah.
Just randomly hollering out whenever.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I'll just shout out facts, give you some background music.
So if you guys progressively hear us get more comfy during this podcast, that's what's happening. We're all sinking into the couches. So
if the audio dips slightly, it's because we are also dipping into the couches.
Yes.
We're going to wake up in 4 hours and the mics will still be on and recording. Be like, oh, we better listen to that back.
What if there's something in there?
Well, with that covered, we should probably get into it before that happens.
I'm in to it.
Are ya?
I don't know anymore. I thought that was going to be like a clever thing, and it's just not. Just cut that. Fuck, it's not going to get cut. I don't know why I agreed to do this.
Well, let's start off by saying that the beginning of the book gets completely skewered in the movie. We are missing like a good chunk of the first part of the book. Because it opens with them like getting ready for Mr. Dursley's dinner. We don't see any of the stuff that happens before that where he sees Dobby in the bush or any of that.
In the movie, when Harry gets sent up to the room for the party, Dobby is in there jumping on his bed. And in the book, Harry gets sent up to his room and he's in his bed kind of like stewing about it when he sees the eyeball, which way fucking scarier if you ask me. But at the same time, you're all pissed off, sent up to your room like all of us had been and you go into the room and there's this fucking thing jumping on your bed, that would freak you out. But in a different way than you're sitting in bed and all of a sudden you notice there's eyeballs looking at you.
Yeah.
It was much more high energy, I think, for the movie.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit more kid friendly, I think. I know the books are for kids, but you walk in and there's this little guy jumping up and down in your bed, as opposed to just what is it? It's yellow eyeballs that are just staring out from the dark.
Yeah, he has green tennis balls. The first time he sees them, they're actually coming from a bush in the book.
Outside.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
that would be weird. You just keep seeing eyeballs appear in random places, and then suddenly in your bedroom.
Yeah.
I would have immediately turned around screaming bloody murder back out and pissed my parents off even more
Right.
than what I had already done, because they sent me to my room. So it would not have been a good day.
No, I'm telling you this time, it's real.
In the movies, he's surrounded by, like, sparkles, though, so it's, like, magical.
That was really weird. So Dobby is jumping up and down on the bed, and there's sparkles, like, coming off the bed. I don't know if that was left over from him. I don't even know if it's apparating, or if he just special elf magic appeared there, and there's just... Because he kind of would mist away when he disappeared, so I don't know if he had just got there and had just started jumping on the bed.
Was it Dobby that was pushing the door open when he disappeared? I know he was hiding in the closet, but when he mists away, was that Dobby being like, hey, when Harry's trying to shut it and Vernon's in the room?
Yeah. Hey, fix that door.
Right.
Yeah, that was funny. See, that's one of the things I was missing, though, is that in the book we get a moment before Harry gets sent up to his room where the Dursleys are going over everything that's going to happen for the night, and Harry starts laughing at them, like hiding under the table, because Dudley's going on and on about how he's going to go talk about how his dad's his hero, or how Mr. Running is his hero. And I don't know, you just get a lot less of Harry, sassy Harry in the movie.
Yeah, book Harry is way sassier.
Yeah, he's not as ballsy.
Movie Harry's pretty timid against the Dursleys in this movie.
I think book Mr. Dursley is not as imposing as movie Mr. Dursley. And that might just be the guy who's playing Mr. Dursley. I know he does, like I said earlier, the king in the Pirates of the Caribbean. He's a very, very big man, and Harry is a very, very small kid. And so I think that contrast makes him scarier, and that might mean movie Harry is less, flippant.
Well, yeah, I think that there becomes a different power struggle in the books because Vernon, from the get-go, is scared of the magic. I think he is in the movie too, maybe, but maybe not as much. And maybe that's what that is. Like, movie Vernon has a little bit more oomph.
He definitely doesn't act scared of the magic in this movie. And I don't remember off the top of my head enough about book Vernon in the beginning. But yeah, movie Vernon, to me, this was like right back to pre-Hogwarts Harry. Like, you do what I say. I mean, granted, Vernon knows that Harry has an owl, but he's like, keep your pigeon locked up, get up to your room, pretend you don't exist.
Yeah.
So clearly he is not worried about any magical threats coming his way.
And he didn't even take away his shit, like in the book. In the book, everything's locked up because he is scared of it. And he's like, I'm not even fucking with it. You don't get your wand. You don't get to learn. I don't care. Bars on your window, you're not going back. In the movie, he's like, you can keep your wand. I'll risk it.
Yeah, everything's neatly packed away right next to where Harry's sleeping. So he has full access to, I'm assuming, all of his magical items, cauldron, potion ingredients. His owl is right there. So, like, if I was Harry, I'd be pretty happy. Like, I've got everything I want. You don't want me to come down? Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. I'm going to brew a potion and read some books and try to learn a new spell.
Which actually relates to when Fred, George, and Ron show up at the window. Instead of breaking into the house, all of Harry's shit is right there.
Way less stressful.
Yeah, they never have to set foot in there. He just jumps out the window. Of course, he gets caught just like in the book, but there's no need for them to show off how devious they really are.
Yeah, you missed that little scene with Fred and George with picking the locks and shit.
They're like, oh, we got this shit handled, and jump out of the car. Cool cats, man, like James Bond.
Oh, real quick, too, about Dobby. We did notice that, first of all, his little sack dealie is definitely tied on the bottom. And, I mean, cool, because that means his little elf ball situation is contained.
Situation.
We agreed we don't know what he's got going on.
Yeah.
But it also kind of looks like he's pissing a lot during the movie.
Yeah, the weird little strings that hung down really threw me for a loop. I know I said out loud once, I was like, it looks like he was pissing.
And he's always, like, kind of crouched down. So, I mean, like, it really looks like he's, like, is there something left on the ground after he just sat there for a second?
Yeah.
Well, and I made the comment, I mean, that could be normal behavior from a trauma victim, but it was in probably the last section of the movie. Aaron was like, it really does look like he's pissing.
It does. I mean, you catch it at the right angle where it's like you're focused on a different part of the scene and you just see Dobby, and then all of a sudden there's this, like, when we say strings, they are string. There's like 3 strings that hang low on the sack he's wearing. And you just catch it at the right angle, and you kind of forget what it was. You knew it was there from before because we already had pointed it out. Doesn't matter. Still kind of looks like something new's coming down there.
Yeah.
Can't unsee it.
And
Nope.
I think because there's more than one, it makes it worse because it, like, makes it look like something's moving down there. But also, with the letters, he produces them out of nowhere, out of his sack or his ass. It looks like he's pooping them out, really. He's, like, crouched down and he reaches in his little butt. So.
I mean, they might be by his butt, but it looks like he stuffs them in his armhole.
Yeah, afterwards.
He pulls them out of his butt and then into the armhole.
And then into the armhole, because, you know, they have holes in their arms. But, I mean, it's got to be all up in his junk, right?
I imagine he's not wearing, like, underwear under there.
I mean, we don't even know where his junk is.
Could be in his belly button.
Yeah. Armpit.
Yeah, his armpit. Yeah.
He's just rubbing it in his armpit.
Maybe he's a Balchinian and we just don't recognize it.
Give me those fucking letters. Oh, fuck. No, take them back.
What is that smell?
What'd you do to these?
Jesus.
Well, it's also weird because you can't see them, like the outline of them in his outfit. So they smush all up against him for sure.
On a slightly more serious note, clearly we get a lot of glimpses right away that elf magic is not the same as human wizard / witch magic. Because yeah, he is just pulling shit out of nowhere, snapping his fingers, shit's going flying, he's disappearing and appearing wherever he wants to. I am very, very interested. Like that, if I was a Hogwarts student and I had any encounters with elves, I think that would be my major study.
Oh yeah.
I would want to know, because clearly they can do stuff that, like, I would want an elf partner. Buddy cop movie. I think that's what that's actually, yeah. No, that's what I want. I want to be part of a buddy cop movie with an elf.
I just realized that, in the book, the reason that the bars go up on the windows is because he gets the letter from the Ministry of Magic about doing magic because of Dobby. And that never happens in the movie.
No, it's just Vernon putting up the bars.
That's like a missing plot point for later in the series because he definitely gets yelled at later in the series for having been yelled at previously. They're just gonna leave that out. What the fuck?
Yeah, they kind of made an unintentional plot hole.
Yeah.
And crossed their fingers that you wouldn't pick up on it. And I'll bet most people didn't. They just like, oh, Harry's misbehaving, so they're putting bars on the window. But like, why would that prevent him from misbehaving in the house?
And like, that's totally normal to put bars on kids' windows.
Right. I was a little shit when